Welcome to Backbreaking News, episode 209. Today we're going to be talking about something that I personally think is very interesting. We're going to be talking about we're bringing back something interesting. We're doing something very interesting today, and we're going to talk about we're going to do a top 10 today. Top 10 things I do not like or don't understand. Okay. Number one, the design of the Cybertruck. What do I have to say about it that has already been said? It looks like a piece of metal that I got from the dumpster. Like, it is like dog water. It is straight up trash. Like, I'm not even joking here with you here. It straight up looks like a Transformer's foot. It looks like Optimus Prime's foot. Transformers, heroes in disguise. Transformers. The Cybertruck looks like it by foot. Like, come on. They got the Batmobile design. Like, Elon is a billionaire, and he's creating spaceships. He can't even create a cool car. I'm not sure if I want to go on any spaceship that guy makes. I'm being honest. Number 2. School dress codes. Like, no one enforces them anyway. You're not supposed to be wearing your pajamas every day at school. And schools don't complain it. But when you show just a little too much skin, female or male, they're like, oh boy, that ticks us off. We gotta do something about it. You could look like you just woke up in the morning. You just barely got out of bed. You could go to school like that, but they don't have a problem with that. I feel like if you're gonna enforce a dress code, pajamas should not be allowed unless it's pajama day. Like, come on, that's crazy. I've seen guys wear tank tops to school. No one complains to us about jack diddly. And I mean, if you're going to enforce it equally. Like, come on. Number 3. Is that we get these chips every once in a while at, like, school. They're terrible. Listen, these chips have so much salt in them, they might as well have been dipped in the ocean. Like, come on. These things are saltier than Burger King's fries. Instead of doing this, they're like, let's put it in the whole ocean. More like that. Like, not just this, but like all that. They put that much salt in the very bottom of it. The first ones, and they taste kind of stale too. To top it all off. Okay. And they're not very good. Number 4. Another thing I don't like is I do not like pineapple on pizza. Listen, you can like what you want, but you could be wrong. But hear me out. Salty and sweet do not, savory and sweet do not go together. Like, tomatoes and pineapple, don't get me started. Fruit does not belong on pizza. That's just a common goal. That's just a common thing. Pineapple on pizza is one of the worst things to ever come out of humanity. Whoever came up with it should have been arrested and put in jail for life. They created one of the worst tasting pizzas ever. Vegetable pizza is better. Like, I don't get it. If we're trying to be healthy, why not just not have pizza? Adding vegetables to it does not make pizza any more healthy. It's pure bread. But it's pure craziness. And number 5, these are the things I just don't like. I do not like the person who I do not like Mountain Dew Voltage. If you ever seen it, you could tell me why. It tastes how Windex smells. If you ever smelled Windex, that's what that tastes like. And you want me to tell you what? And they're both blue. If you put both in the cup, you can play Russian roulette. You can see who drinks what faster. Don't actually do this, but it's crazy. I can put both in the cup, and if I forget which one is in which, guess what? I'll be going to the hospital because they look too similar. Mountain Dew really... I'm pretty sure the chemicals in Windex would probably kill you, but the taste of Mountain Dew Voltage is like the worst things. It's like drinking pee Windex and any other disgusting thing imaginable all in one. It's really nasty, and I hate it. Worst Mountain Dew flavor of all time. And now we're doing 5 things that I just never understood. Why do when people try to be healthy, they drink Diet Coke instead of Hear me out. Coke is not going to tell you this, but regular Coke is much healthier than Diet Coke. Because Coke has high fructose syrup, but that's much better for you because it has at least some sugar remnants in it. It also has some sugar in it. Diet Coke uses more dangerous stuff in it. 10 times worse than the sugar. It's sugar hybrids, not actually real sugar. And that's 10 times worse for you than actual sugar. Diet Coke isn't going to say that because then they'll lose money. People won't be buying it. It's the same for every drink. Wine, if you want to be healthy, just don't drink soda altogether. It's hard to quit something you like, but come on. Another thing I will never get is how people still buy Apple products. Apple has released the same thing for like the past 40 years. Nothing new. Like, you want me to tell you, the last time they were innovative, I was 4 years old. The last time they ever created something useful and interesting was when I was 4 years old. And you want me to tell you what? That's diabolical opinion, in my opinion. But listen, what have they done recently that's innovative at all? Samsung at least has those phones that flips. What does Apple have? Jack Diddley. And all their phones are like $1,000 for the same thing as last year with one new feature. Come on. I'm not paying $1,000 for the same phone that I had last year with just one new thing that makes it better. Apple must be on some good stuff for them to think that eventually people are going to figure them out. I'm not saying it's bad. You could use what you use. But just because it's more expensive doesn't mean it's any better. I have a Samsung. It has the same quality every year, and they're a lot cheaper. Apple charges $1,000 for the same thing. Like, how are they getting away with this? And how are people buying it and so excited about it? Like, oh boy, I just bought the same phone as last year with one new feature. Whoopee! Like, who cares? And then people brag about it like it's something worth $1 million. Trust me. Unless you got an old phone that's so old, it's not worth it paying that much for a phone. Okay. Number 3. I will never get why cursive is still a thing. Like, why do I have to write my name on a check? Why do I have to write my name on certain things? No one's gonna, barely anybody writes you to write your name anymore. Put a signature on your name. Like, it's crazy that there's still some places that you have to do that. Like, how many people know how to do it? It's not even a useful skill anymore. Printing is just always been more easier. Why would you want to learn a more complicated writing when you have something made more easier at the tip of your fingers? Okay, before I get angry, I'm going to skip to number 4. Number 4 is, as I talked about, why does everything gotta be competition? Why does everything have to have a definitive winner? Why can't we just agree to disagree? Why can't I like Coke and you like Pepsi, and if you don't like what I like, you just shut your mouth? It's that simple. But people always want to compete. Like, hey, I like this better, and I'm going to defend it till I die, and if you don't like it, I'm going to write a 3-paragraph essay online that no one's going to read anyway. Just skip through it because it's so boring to have to read a whole paragraph, like a whole essay. No one's going to read that whole essay. Like, come on, bro. Just calm down. It's not that deep. It's Coke versus Pepsi. It's not like it's a presidential debate and you're running for president. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Number 5. I'll never forget how companies get away with selling basically the same thing and getting away with it. I don't know. Actually, I will never understand why people have to defend what they like, so why people have to defend, why people have to be so angry all the time. Like, I'll never get having a negative attitude all the time. It's like, if you're going into the world thinking it's going to hate you, it's going to hate you back. But overall, sometimes people with the most negative attitudes can be the most fun. So, yeah, that's it. Goodbye.